Hello everyone, welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. Happy New Year! I always love to kick off just the first video of the year with a roundup video. So what I mean by that is I'm going to go through all of the new launches on the Integrity Botanicals website. Some of these are just new to us, not necessarily new launches, and I will do my best to differentiate the two. And these are just like my highlight standouts, a few things or one thing from every single month of what's new. I just think it's really fun. And then my next video, I want to do products that are just my tried and true, my just go-to items, just as old as they are, it doesn't matter, the ones that have withstood the test of time. So if that sounds good to you, please make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so that you don't miss the next one. And let's just jump right in. In January, we were blessed with an amazing hair launch from Agent Nature. These are their hair silk peptides. This is my go-to hair oil. I use a very small amount on the ends of my hair. Once it's freshly blow-dried, I think it helps with all of the flyaways and things like that. It is formulated with French silk peptides, hyaluronic acid, and manoi to help hydrate, revive, soften the hair. I think it does all of those things without weighing it down, and that is why this is my go-to favorite. I am having a little bit of issue with the packaging here. I'm not that precious with my stuff, I have to be honest, and it's come with me on many a travel, so I do need to be careful with that, but otherwise I love this stuff. Then in February, we launched Milk and Honey. Milk and Honey is an amazing line. I've done a full video in depth. I've reviewed so many of these products, so the description box will be dense with helpful information, but I wanted to pick my favorite thing in the Milk and Honey line, and surprisingly enough, it is their home fragrance. I just really love this one. This is number 46. They have a couple different varieties. This is the sandalwood, vetiver, and cardamom. It is the most beautiful, more sultry fragrance that actually lasts. And that is why I love this thing so much. This one, and there's another one that I love, but this fragrance, like every time I spray it, I'm like, yeah, that's good stuff. So that is my favorite of the Milk and Honey line. So enjoyed using that over the years. One of those things that is great to leave out in the on the coffee table. It's just a little room refresh or next to your bed, things like that. Then in March, Fitglow launched their multi-use pressed powders. You guys, I cannot stress this enough. These are some of my most used eyeshadows, especially because we don't carry Cure Whites anymore. This has filled the void of a lot of the colors that I would go to. So I have a palette here. One of mine broke, which is so sad. It was completely my fault. It had nothing to do with this, so I need to put a different one in there, and I will. But my three most used shades are Vanilla, this really great matte bone, Sun-Kissed, which is amazing as a blush. It's the eyeshadow I'm wearing today. And then there's also Mulberry Brown, which if you need a rich, deep, dark chocolate brown, this is the one. A tiny little bit goes a long way. It's what I always use to sort of blend out the Antonym brown liner to create the look that I'm wearing today. This is just a very classic, everyday go-to blendable. They're all matte and really easy to use. There are a million different shades, and I have swatched them all, so do make sure to check out that video that's down below because I guarantee there's a shade for you, but I just really, really love the formulation of those. Such an exciting launch. And the palette I love as well because it's a perfect 4-pan, and I'll link that down below as well. In April, there are several things, one of which I don't have, and I will explain. It is the Evolve Kalahari Cleansing Oil. This retails for $27. Amazing price. Smells delicious. Like, I cannot say enough good things. It's natural, it's vegan, it's water soluble, meaning you just rinse it off with some water and you're good to go. It doesn't strip the skin at all, and it does a great job at breaking down makeup. I have 2 other cleansing oils, and I had more than that before. I'm trying to use them before I purchase another, but I think for the price point and the value, this is the best one. So this is the one that I will continue to repurchase. And if there's something that comes in the mix that changes my mind, I will let you know, but that is definitely my pick for 2022. And then we also launched Fontana candles on the website, and these are really cool. Comes in so many different fragrances. They're of course all natural burning. They've got the wooden wick. They burn really nice and evenly. The fragrance is potent enough where it fills the space, and they do come in 3 different different sizes, which I love. So we've got the small 6 ounce for $14. We've got the medium glass jar 9 ounce for $23. And then we've got the really nice large tin that's 14 ounces for $37. So they're formulated with beeswax and coconut oil. They're beautiful, and these sell out often. So if you are a fan, highly recommend picking up a few of these. All right, in May, we launched Esker, which is a phenomenal body care line. They do have 2 body oils, a dry brush, and this. This is a game changer. This is the body plane, and this is a really cool teak and stainless steel little apparatus, I guess, if you will. Looks like a boomerang, but it's a body exfoliation tool that keeps the skin really, really clean, gets that dead layer of skin off, and it's because you're gonna apply one of their body oils or your body oil of choice. That way it really glides along the skin, and you are just going to graze it. It doesn't hurt at all. You do not need to use that much pressure, and you will be amazed by all of the dead skin that comes up on this thing. So you just wipe it off, no big deal. This is nice and super easy to clean, so you don't have to worry about that. But it's just next level. I have really dry legs, and this is something that I love to take the extra step to do because I think it makes a very noticeable, immediate difference. I am so happy that we launched Esker. That is my highlight of the brand for sure. In June, we launched the Fitglow Plant Active Peel Pads, which I'm actually about to use my very last one. There are 50 of these, so I used all of my Indie Lee ones, which I really loved, and then these came out. These are phenomenal because I think the value is pretty good on these as well. It's $48 for 50 pads, so about $1 a pad, and I think that math kind of checks out. They're vegan, and they have a really nice acid blend that definitely makes a difference on the skin. I think really helps with any clogged pores if that's something that you struggle with, but is gentle enough to be used every single day. So in here, there is salicylic acid, there's mandelic acid, there's white willow bark, birch extract, licorice extract, and apple and cranberry enzymes, all of which work together to give the skin a really nice, gentle exfoliation. But I've noticed that I get a lot less of the sort of milia that I would get like on the high points of my cheeks and things like that. So incredibly helpful, and again, very gentle. It doesn't make my skin feel really, really sensitive, which I love. Moving right along, in June we also launched Solara. Solara came out with their Fortune Teller Brightening Sunscreen Serum. Now, Solara has a lot of different sunscreen varieties. I do sincerely think they're all wonderful, but the Fortune Teller is my favorite, and I think it is because it's got a little bit of a brightening effect to it. It has a very, very subtle amount of tint. Not like flesh tint though, and a little bit of mica, so it blends into the skin like a dream. It leaves a very velvety finish behind. We are getting a good SPF 30, which is sort of what I reach for on an everyday basis. It's hydrating as well, and it is formulated with aloe and hyaluronic acid, so it's gentle to use on the skin. It doesn't make me break out at all, and it never did. Maybe that's in tandem with the Fitglow peel pads. I don't know, but it's fantastic. It works beautifully under makeup, and I wear makeup most days, so that's something that's important to me. And if you have not tried it, I highly, highly recommend it. Moving right along to Lil Fox. Lil Fox released the Ambrosia Immortalis, the Eye Complex. And this is a leave-on eye mask, but I actually use it more as just an eye cream. I like something that's really rich and nourishing. Of course, when I'm about to put on makeup, I don't like slap it on, but you really can layer this on in the evening. It helps to hydrate, plump, smooth. I love that you can leave it on or just throw it on in the morning like I do. I use this both morning and night, and it's just absolutely beautiful, you guys. I really think I'm noticing a difference underneath my eyes, though they are so incredibly dark, and I think that is just genetics at work. Let's move along to another Fitglow find. I mean, Fitglow, I think, released something just about every single month, so that's why they are so heavily featured in this roundup. But they did release their Bamboo Hyaluronic Loose Setting Powder, a phenomenal translucent powder that is very slick on the skin. I love it. It's also formulated with hyaluronic acid, because what I really do enjoy about this is that it doesn't exacerbate any of the fine lines and wrinkles. Some powders just do, but I think this the 100% Pure, and the 14E are just like my all-time 3 favorite powders, but it was really fun to sort of throw this one in the mix. If you like the 100% Pure one, I do think that you'll really like this one as well because it's so simple and the ingredients are very, very comparable. And this is also a vegan product if that is something that is of interest to you. Then in August, RMS released their Re-Evolve Liquid Foundation. I love this stuff, you guys. It's got a really cool pump mechanism. I am an RMS foundation girl. Whatever magic they're putting in this stuff, it just works for me. I use the shade 22, which is also great. This is a water resistant formula, which I love. It lasts a really nice amount of time, and it's got this good demi matte finish, which I actually like because I can go in and add the highlight and the points that I want. But overall, it looks so much like my skin, but gives you a good solid medium coverage. I have reviewed this extensively. I do, you know, half my face, half without. So that way you don't just have to take my word for it. You could see this in real time, but it is absolutely hands down my most reached for foundation of 2022, new launches or otherwise. Then Air Perez launched a great lip option. They released their Cocoa crayons in September. Specifically, I love the shade Charm, which I swatched for you. It's just such an Ashley color. And this one really broke me out of like wearing exclusively more sheer lip options, which I just love. So they're vegan formula as well. They're incredibly hydrating, but they are also a matte finish, but they're really creamy. So it's really easy to push into the lips, but yet they hang around on the lips for a while as well. I just love this formula and I love, love, love this color. Moving right along to October, Plume launched their Nourish and Amplify mascara. It's what I've got on today. I'm about due for a new tube. We're kind of hitting that 3-month mark, and I've been using this so routinely, but it's still going strong. I have to say, for as often as I use this, it's a mascara that is incredibly black. It's got the brush tip, which I just prefer because I'm a volume girl for sure, because I have naturally pretty long lashes. It's a long wearing option. I don't find that it gets really flaky or smudges, especially if I set the under eyes. And also it's formulated with their lash enhancing serum. So I love, much like Fitglow, these products are just designed to not only be high performing makeup, but give you a little something extra. And how could I be mad about my lashes growing while they already look amazing because of this mascara? You know what I mean? Okay, November was a doozy. And the first thing that I'm gonna share with you was just such a game changer for me because introducing extra steps in the routine, yeah, you know, it's fun for like a week when I'm trying it, but sticking with it, that's a toughie. But the Lanshin Massager by Esker, one of my favorite things that launched all year. So this is $39. It is a silicone and porcelain little jellyfish looking thing that when you take the top off, you fill it with warm water and you use it to massage yourself much like a hot stone massage. I cannot say enough about how relaxing this is. If you need a gift for someone in your life, it's so easy to use. That's why I love it. I can handle putting hot water in this bad boy and then just taking a minute to myself and rubbing this on your shoulders, which guys, I'm always schlepping stuff because I sell vintage in addition to the whole green beauty thing. My shoulders are always screwed. So just something like this, I love. And I need to trick myself into like giving myself a minute to myself, and that is the ultimate way to do it. That is on my desk at all times. I absolutely love it. Also in November, Hint Beauty launched their Sweet Candy Apple eyeshadow trio. I was not expecting to just be so obsessed with this. I use this all the time, and you know what's so funny? I'm like a Neapolitan girl, right? Like, look at my Fitglow shades that I like. Look at this. Very similar, but I love it. The middle shade there is very punchy. The bone shade in here is a lot more intense, and then the matte, the bronze shade here is actually a shimmering shade. So believe it or not, they are different, but I just like a little Neapolitan situation on the eyes. What can I say? And this formula is beautiful. The shades perform amazing, and I did a makeup look using that palette this year, and I really enjoyed how that actually turned out. And finally, Axiology released both their tinted dews and color creams. And I'm going to speak on these very briefly as well. They're a really amazing multi-use product. The tinted dews are their more sheer option, and the color creams are the more full on. There are 13 of the color creams, I believe, and 7 of the tinted dews. I have swatched all of them on my lips because that is my favorite place to use them, though I do also love them on the cheeks for a really beautiful cream blush option. If you're wondering how exactly these are different from Balmy's, they're a lot creamier of a formulation, and I think that's why these resonate with me a little bit more, because I do have dry skin. So I'm using these all of the time, and I so have loved the launch of them. And then actually, this was also in November. Final November item, Elate launched their color cream shadows, which I loved, are cream eye colors. And I love these specifically. I love the shade Devote. This is, you could like sculpt your face with this, you guys, but I love this all over my eyelids. It gives the most natural shadow. Though it's quite cool toned, when you blend it out, it does have a little bit of warmth. So I love it. It reminds me a lot of the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder, if you guys have ever used that. That's not even a natural product, but follow me here. This color is to die for. I use it all the time. I just like bring it underneath my eyes, super messy, and it always looks good. I love the two other shades as well. I could do a full dedicated review to this, and please, Elate, launch more shades. They're really, really lightweight, and I don't find that they crease or anything like that, so I just love them. Now, the final product of the year, if you guys caught my last What's New video, you know it's all going to be increasingly more familiar. I had to throw in the Josh Rosebrook Ultra Peptide Cream. I love a serum step. I love that middle step. I tone, then a little bit of a serum. I was using an Indie Lee one that I love so much, but this one, for this time of year, is even a little bit more intense. It layers beautifully. It gives your skin just that, drink of water. I find that it leaves really, really plump skin behind, and when plump skin is there, that diminishes any fine lines and wrinkles. I have been just loving this, though this is the latest edition. I had to include it in my yearly What's New roundup. So that is it, everyone. That is my best of What's New 2022. There were so many amazing launches, you guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. So with that being said, I would love to know what your favorite new launch of 2022 was. And if you guys would like to see me just speak about just my favorites of 2022, my most reach for used products in general outside of the new launches, let me know that as well. There will be a little bit of crossover there, but thank you guys so much for watching. I love doing these videos. I think they're so much fun. I feel equally excited about these products today as I did the day that I found out that they were launching. So if you enjoyed this video as well, please thumbs up, subscribe. I am going to continue uploading new videos here every single week, and I don't want you guys to miss them. Please do make sure to check out the description box. It's gonna be a doozy. I have swatched so many of these, used them in makeup looks, like just reviewed them extensively. So if you want to know a little bit more, I wanted to keep this very bite-sized because there are just so many products to love, and this is a doozy of a video. But yeah, make sure that you are checking it out, the description box, for that, and then make sure to check us out on social media because we are everywhere and you can get even more content from us. And make sure to subscribe to our newsletter because that's when you know when all the newness is dropping, and it will also remind you of videos that I have posted over the last couple weeks as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Happy 2023. I hope your year is going amazing so far, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.